Well, I guess everybody knows me here, but for the people that don't, I'm Jacki's dad, John. I sure do appreciate everybody coming out here. My family, Jacki leaves behind is her mom, Sherry, and me, John, her father. And she leaves an older brother named David. David and Jacki were kind of funny kids growing up. Like regular kids, you know, they scrapped. And yeah. The best memory I think I have of Jacki is when she was little at the kitchen table and her brother would stare at her eating breakfast and to be like, "Mom, David's looking at me, make him stop." But she also leaves behind 3 children. Preston, he's 15 years old, going on 16, and he's unable to make it here. He lives back in eastern Canada, Newfoundland, so he was unable to make it out here, and I know he's really upset, and we love him very much, and I know he'd really like to be here. And then there's the middle one, London. She's around 13-ish, and spitting image of her mom. And she wasn't very comfortable about coming out neither, so she's with her grandparents in Fort St. John here. And Bella is the baby. She's going on 11 here. Excuse me. And she was having a real hard go of it too and chose not to come on out. She's really upset. So she's out with her best friends and whatnot, and to where she feels comfortable. What actually has brought us out here today is Jacki's generosity and caring of other people. She had a thing for single parents, you know, because she was a single parent and homeless people. She was down in the Vancouver area seeking medical attention and wasn't able to make it home for Christmas, so we got a phone call from her a little before noon and whatnot, and said hi to Bella and Grandma and whatnot, and she was getting ready to get dressed, and she heads over to this 7-Eleven from the Women's Society where she was staying close to the Royal Columbian for her to get her medical stuff done, and was heading over to, go buy cigarettes and coffee and whatnot. She hands them out to the homeless girls that were kind of like staying behind the 7-Eleven. And she ran into one of those young ladies at the street corner and said, "Well, here, I've come on over to talk with everybody." I said, "I'm going to offer my phone. Why won't you phone home for Christmas? It's free, it's on me, and, we'll have a cigarette type thing." And I guess she gave this young lady, homeless girl, her phone to call home, and that's when the unfortunate accident happened and Jacki was killed. Like I said, she was a pretty generous kid, Being a single mom, she knew it was so hard to try to find work or whatnot and get people that were able to watch all the children or whatever at any time. And so she would take on other children from other single mothers at 3:30 in the morning. They'd be dropping off children so that parent could at least get out and make some money flagging, type thing to help better their lives. And that made her a little bit of spare money. And usually when those kids showed up, they didn't want to go home. They wanted to stay. So she knew how to get on the good side of children, or they were on the good side of her too. She loved them all. And Jacki and all her children are extremely generous. And they're just like their mother that way. Kind of having a bit of a hard time here, but there's 2 people I'd really like to give a very, very special thanks to. Is her 2 closest friends. Sarah, I think it was her first good buddy when she was 9 or 10. They met each other and they've been friends ever since. And she lives on the Sunshine Coast, so she wasn't able to make it up here. And then her other best friend, Adrena. She lives in the Creston area, in the Kootenays, and she was unable to be able to make it up here. And I know they both really, really, really wanted to. So a very special thanks to them, especially for Sarah and her husband and family. They're the ones that really helped us get Jackie home. I'd like to say thank you to everybody on that GoFundMe. That was a big help. It sure took an awful load off of us. You know, we got caught short-handed financially, and that GoFundMe is quite a little business. This company going there, and they sure helped so many people, I'm sure, and they sure helped us. I really can't think of anything else to say other than, you know, Sherry and I and David and the kids. I really love you all for showing up, and the people on the live stream and whatnot, and whatnot. Thank you. This is very, very much for everything, and showing our support and the friendship you had with our daughter. I think that's about all I could say. I don't know if any, you know, Duke or anybody you want to, if you've got anything you'd like to say, feel, you know, please come on up and whatnot. I'm going to kind of sit down with the girls for a bit and whatnot. Anybody, you know, if you'd like to come on up, you don't have to if you don't want to. So I'm going to step away here. Thank you very much, everyone.
There are tributes here to present and place on the cat. Oh, come on.
Oh, sorry.
I'm not one to do public speaking. I had this whole thought in my head of stuff I wanted to say. And I almost chickened out, but I just feel like something needs to be said for Jackie.
Thanks, bud.
She was such a huge part of my family. She did so much for my granddaughter, my daughter, all my kids. She was friends with all of us, but she did so much for me. She helped me get better when I was sick. She took care of me. When she moved in with me, she was such a blessing. She was so supportive and loving, and I'm gonna miss her so much. And I truly loved her. And I've been receiving so many messages from her friends down south that how much she spoke about our times together, and it just really, really warmed my heart. Thank you. Jackie was so amazing with all children. I think they're the ones that are going to miss out the most, including hers. And my heart just really goes out to each and every one of her friends and her family.
Thank you very much.
John and Cherry, Bella, London, Preston, and each and every one of you that are here and ones that can't be here. I just wanted to say we love you, Jackie, and we'll miss you. That's all I can say.
Thanks a lot. Your hand over here. Yeah, I don't think we're gonna stay well. Yeah, that'll work.
Well, good idea.
Okay, here. Gotta really watch this. It's really uneven.